Hello and welcome to episode 5 where I have no real direction. So today we're going to do a bunch of quests, mostly make a little bit of money and just do a little bit of everything. I don't really have a big goal, so I guess let's just go. So while I'm doing this quest, I can talk about our goals. So our current goals, is Barrows, but now I can do it pretty well with 60 range. I can hit him pretty often. So, 70 would be great, but it's not going to make a huge difference. I can do barrows quite comfortably, and I can do like 2 or 3 trips, without having even to touch my supplies. So at this point, it's more like I could just improve how fast I can kill them, which would make it more and more efficient and less costly. So at this point, we need to move on to new goals. I need to build up a new goal because otherwise, I'm going to be a little aimless. Obviously, I have smaller goals, like levels like 70 attack, and then building up our strength from that, and 70 range, continuing our farming, Slayer and that. But, so the next one is probably going to be God Wars Dungeon. Now, doing it solo is probably way out of our reach. That's something you would do when you're really close to max, I would say, in terms of at least combat stats. Other than what I've heard of Sarah's probably pretty easy to do apparently. If you use like the range method where you run into the 4 corners. I think I could do that, but I'd probably still want like 80 range. So that's a goal we could definitely look into. Soloing Sarah. But we still need base 70 stats everywhere else anyway, just for safety reasons and to get in there. So while I'm distracting myself doing that, that's the next goal. Hopefully getting a duo partner and going to God Wars Dungeon and just having fun. Yeah, I really cannot talk and follow a quest guide. Yes, I should get Runelight, so I have the quest helper. Please be... no, I don't want a mime show. Go away. Yeah, actually, I think... Is it 60 for the Blue Dragon agility course? I think that's definitely another smaller goal. I'm going to cry. I think that's the cauldron I need, right? Or is this a hero's quest? I can't remember. Let me in. Thank you. Well, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. I do remember. This is a long time. I have not done this quest since the first time I did it. And this is probably back in 2006, 2007. I have had alts in Runescape 3, but the quest has changed since then, and you don't even need to do it to do Herblore anymore. Alright, and there we go. Druidic Ritual. I don't think I have music on, actually. Yeah, I do. I took it off. Alright, so anyway, now we've got 70 quest points. I can finally do Herblore. I have a bunch of herbs in my bank to make use of now. I don't know if I have enough to get me to the point where I can make Rarina potions. I hope I do, but I don't think I do. Which means we're going to be going back to the druids because I am not buying herbs. I do not have the money. But yeah, we're 2 levels away from 900 total level. So let's go do that right now. Okay, and we'll level up. There we go. And that also means we have 900 total level. We've pushed so fast, so quickly. But anyway, let me finish making these up. So I'm going to finish making these up. There's no real point selling them. And the money from the herbs wouldn't have been worth anything anyway. But what I can do, of course, is make potions for the XP. But also I can just use them when I'm training on rock crabs. This is it. This is all I have left. This will get us to 24. There we go. And that's really all I have. There is no way I can get to 38 on 26 Harrowlanders and the remainder of this. So I really needed to farm a bunch more Tarramin, a little bit more Tarramin, and a bunch more Harrowlanders would have been nice. This ends us at 919 total level. We will hit 1000 in no time, especially if I put some effort into some of these smaller skills that I haven't gotten up. Okay, I bought up a bunch of herbs in that because I didn't mind spending about I think I've spent 200k. Wow, it's quite a bit actually. But either way, We're about to hit 38, and I can make use of my wow, I'm butchering the word. I can make use of making prayer potions. Renar. Jeez. So we can get that done, and I can craft all that up. I don't know how much XP I'll actually get from all Renar herbs that I have, but yeah, that's actually gonna make our snake grass be profitable. There we go. We are. Let me just finish these last few combat potions. They'll be useful. I'll just stack them up when I do any kind of combat training that's not requiring actually good stats, just for extra DPS for XP. Nature's Spirit done, and now we can do Fairy Tale. Oh, 51 crafting. Cool. Okay, I'm in the middle of doing Fairy Tale 1. I got 66 attack while I was editing episode 3 instead of doing more quests, so I only really have gotten one quest done today, and I've still got to edit episode 4, and I don't even know if this recording is going to be in episode 4 or episode 5. I have a feeling this is episode 5. I really need to catch up. I'm falling behind, and so I don't know exactly where I am in my filming. And there we go. Fairy Tale 1 complete. We get a bunch of XP. That farming XP would have been really good when I first started, but doesn't matter. We now have access to our... We now have magic secateurs, which will really help in getting more money from farming. So what do we need for the second part? Yeah, we need 57 herb lore, which is going to take us a little bit. All right, I got a new assignment and also finished the Fairy Tale. Well, I didn't finish. I did the Fairy Tale Part 2 quest up until the point where I can use the fairy rings so we can get around now. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I got another one. Another one. What is this? I got another one. 4.5 mil. But what? What the? Look at this. Barrow's chest. 23 opened. 2 Aram's robes. Nothing else. What is the odds of getting 2 of the same? The best item. Out of 23 chests. But what is... So, I've decided to do some of the diaries. I've just finished the easy task for the Lumbridge and Draenor area. Now we need to go and do the medium, which will give us a ring so we can teleport to our farming patch in Falador, which will make it a lot quicker. And I was just thinking, it's a good idea for me to do some of these because they give some pretty good rewards, and it will give me an excuse to do some quests without just arbitrarily picking them. I mean, I think I've got them in order of like novice and that. Maybe I should try and make this a full green list. Monk's Friend complete. Client of Korend complete. And I think I need to use the yeah, I know the wiki was saying which one I should use it on. I don't even want to pronounce it. One of these two, I think it is. They're hard to do or expensive. Tower of Life done. Clock Tower done. Trouble Totem done. A bit of an interruption. So I got kidnapped to go do Temperos with Jordan. I have no idea what I'm doing. So we're going to be following her around like a lost puppy dog until we work it out. Death Plateau complete. So I'm going to work on getting some cooking up. I did a bit of fishing, but not too much. So getting 53 cooking is a bit of a goal. Not doing Hero's Quest anytime soon, but it'll be nice to get the requirements ready for when I do go to do that. And we're also approaching 1,000 total. I like to hit that before we get back to being a non-member, which I should Should be really easy if I focus on it. So, yeah, gotta get this cooked up. Okay, I just did some AFK and we're 69 attack and 39k XP left. Not much left. But before I go AFK the rest of that, look at that. We are almost 1,000 total level. So there's a few goals I want to do before we get to the end of membership, which we have 1 day left. One is I want to get a bit of Recipe Disaster completed. I want to try and get up to at least Adamant, and if I can, Rune Gloves. We're hitting the mid game now, and Combat Bracer is just looking a little too newbie now, so we need to move on into that. I don't know if I'm considered a mid game account yet, but that will definitely put us in that right direction. The other thing is I want to get 1,000 total level before we hit free to play again. So let's go do that. Let's smash out even more quests. Fishing contest complete. Witch's House done. Next is Big Trumpy Bird Hunting and then Murder Mystery, and then we can do the guides part. Murder Mystery done. And 90 quest points. Just doing some last minute barrows on my last day of members, and look at it, we got a Verex helm. It's nothing crazy, but that adds up a little bit of extra money. It really is sad how little, how like low everything is worth in the game these days. But I guess, like, you know, there's a lot of better options. And the helm is one of those that have a lot of items that are just better. So unless you're going for the set effect, you're never going to wear the helm. It's just kind of sad. What is this? I got another one. Is this like 2 chests away? Like, look at this. Hold on. Where is this? Look, 2 and 2. I was on 29 chests when I got the first one, and I've got it. Is this gonna happen again? Am I gonna get, like, I don't know, Torag's hammers next, and then get a second Torag's hammer? Am I gonna get 2 of every item before I get the next item in the list? Like, what the? I'm gonna stop here now, though. I think I need to sell the things in my bank. I've only got a day left of members. And I'm not sure quite what time it runs out. I know it runs out tomorrow afternoon for me, sometime in the late afternoon. But I don't want to be caught being like, oh, I've got a few hours left, and then I lose membership. So I need to go sell everything. 31 chests. I didn't really do that many, but yeah, whatever. We made some money. Like, we definitely made some money. Okay, here is the loot that I've acquired in the last 14 days, barring some that I used on actually training Herblore, and some more that I've left there for that reason. I did also sell a little bit as well, but either way, this is the majority of it. There's actually not a lot of herbs here. I could probably have over 1,000 toad flax, but in the end, I'll be honest, for the first 7 days, I went really hard on farming, and then the last, like, 7, I kind of got lazy. They're doing a herb run with all the allotments plus the trees. It takes a lot of time. It gets monotonous. I was like really into getting the XP done, but at this point, I'm like getting to the high levels. I should probably just do the herbs and then do the allotments when I feel like getting XP. Either way, this is what we got. So we're starting off with 400k in qualms. The toad flax is the big one, 1.4 mil. That's huge. I didn't end up farming that much cactus, so big shame on me. A lot of jute. Jute's actually worth quite a bit of money. I could have had like maybe triple, maybe 4 times the amount because I skipped it a lot of times. So definitely do your jute, guys. If you are trying to get a bond, do the jute. There are 2 easy allotment spots right near Champions and then one near Sears Village. Not that far, do them. This probably won't be worth much. And then we have the papaya. That's, wow, there you go. So you could plant them and just not chop them down, and there you've got some money. The runes from doing barrows, definitely nice money. And here comes the big ticket items. These I got today, both of them today. And of course, to finish it all off, we've got 2 Aram's robes, crazy RNG, and we've got a 12.4 million cash stack. that we will be selling. Of course, we won't get that much from it, but I'm going to go sell it now. And we have enough for a bond and then some. And there we are. We have our first green cash stack on the account. And if we put it into the bank, we have 12 mil. And I also have a whole bunch of alcohols that I've been buying up. Yeah, I've over a mil. So the bank is worth 19.6 mil at the moment. We have enough for a bond. We already have another bond, even because someone's sold it to me half price. That was really nice of them. So we're fine, but I will probably still spend a day in free to play just for the benefit that I could do these alkings, chill out, not have to focus too much, maybe do some of the free to play skills, get some more fishing, because let's be honest, we're just fly fishing. If you guys didn't notice, yes, I have moved to Runelight finally. I probably need to learn how to turn more things off because it's still a little overwhelming at times. We're about to hit 70 attack. I don't have a lot of time today, so I don't know if I'm going to hit 1,000 total. I definitely cannot finish the last recipe of Devastic Rest. I just don't have enough time to play today to do the quests. But we did do some of the ones that are prerequisite. Most of the intermediate quests are all gone, so they're all green. It's a bit sad, but if I was more focused. There we go, 70. We can wield whips. We can get a Sarah sword. Let's go do that right now. I can't teleport. Actually, I can. Let's go get a whip. Even though I should be using the money for it, something else. Let's go get the most important, some of the biggest items in Runescape. Get ourselves a whip. Overpay for it. Why not? Sword. I can't remember what its full name is. It's not God Sword. It's regular, just 7. There we go. There's our strength training sword. And a whip. I remember the first time I bought my very first whip on RuneScape 3, which was RuneScape 2 at the time, and it was like 2.3 or 2.5 mil. It was so much money. I actually still have that whip. Actually, I have not sold it, even though it's worth like nothing in RuneScape 3 anymore. Anyway, there we go. We have our whip. We can finally wield a whip. We have the. This should make going through the Barrows Crypts area so much easier. Look at that. It's 96 strength. And of course, if we put on a Sarah Godsword, it's the same because I need a defender or probably a defender is probably the best choice at this point because that I could spend the money and get level 60 defense for the Cesar here weaponry. I don't know what it is. But yeah, instead of doing that, I'm going to go and train up some woodcutting and fletching, I think. Bought up a bunch of arrow tips and I'm just going to make them. And this should get us a bunch of fletching levels so we can get to 1,000 total. And I'll keep my 2 of my 3 goals I set myself. I got a bunch of fletching and woodcutting levels, but I also realized I can do thieving with the fruit stalls. That should be pretty decent XP. I did the fruit stall method of both sides, and with this one we should have 1,000 total. Oh wait, no. This one we should have 1,000 total. There we go, 29. That also means we get total level of 1,000. We have hit that goal in the last minutes, really. I don't know how much membership I have actually though. So we are not a member anymore. We are out of membership. I have been here for a little bit alking. I've got a ton of stuff left to alk, but I think I'll be doing that and then getting up probably most of these levels to 50. That's my aim. Probably not smithing and mining, or maybe smithing, but definitely not mining. But fishing, cooking, fire making, and woodcutting all can get to 50 in free to play without really making a difference between being a member. After that, I'll probably come back to be a member. But this also gives me some time to play a little bit more casually. So I'm going to spend, our king is complete. I'm going to spend the rest of my time fishing and cooking, hopefully to 53, 55, so I can get the hero's quest done once I am a member again, and then we can get our Barrow's gloves. Welcome back to the fields of free to play. So I got 53 fishing, 54 cooking, and 47 woodcutting. I am tired of woodcutting already, and I just want to be a member again. So we're going to go use up my bond and get back to members. I want to farm, man. I miss farming already. So I have a few goals I want to get to. The two biggest ones, and I don't know if I'm able to do them in the next bond length, but of course is to make enough money to cover the bond I'm about to use, but also to get Barrow's gloves. So we're going to have to do a bunch of quests for that. So we're definitely going to hit mid-game by doing those quests. And then also Fire Cape. I have never gotten a Fire Cape in this version of the game. RS3, it's way different now. It's much easier to kill Jad. So yeah, I'm going to need like 75 range, I think, 80. I don't know how easy it is these days. So anyway, that is the goal for next episode. I will see you then. Ciao.